आज हम पढ़ेंगे क्वेश्चन टैग्स के बारे में। क्वेश्चन टैग्स फर्स्टली क्वेश्चन टैग को करने का एक सिंपल तरीका है। पहली चीज़, इसमें कोई भी चेंज नहीं आना चाहिए इसके टेंस में। दूसरा, अगर पॉजिटिव है तो नेगेटिव बना दो, नेगेटिव तो पॉजिटिव बना दो। और साथ में क्वेश्चन टैग्स में हमेशा प्रोनाउन यूज़ करना है, लाइक आई हैव टू गो देयर, तो उसमें क्वेश्चन टैग बनेगा शुड आई। अभी देखो, आई हैव टू गो देयर वॉज अ पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस कि मुझे वहाँ जाना है, और शुड आई या हैव आई अगर हम यूज़ करते हैं तो ये हो जाएगा क्या मुझे जाना चाहिए। तो क्वेश्चन टैग इज़ नथिंग बट अ काइंड ऑफ अल्टरकेशन, और यू कैन से द अपोजिट, और द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बिटवीन योर माइंड इन योर माइंड इन द सेंटेंस कि अगर मुझे जाना चाहिए या नहीं जाना चाहिए। आई एम हंग्री, एम आई, मुझे भूख लग रही है, क्या मुझे भूख लग रही है। सो इट्स अ क्वेश्चन टू योर ओन सेल्फ। ऑल्दो आज हम शुरू करेंगे एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज के साथ। तो हमारी आज की एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज शुरू होती है विथ सम ऑफ द idioms एंड phrases लाइक 40 wings। इसका मतलब है कैटनैप, यानी तुम जो सुबह सुबह, नॉट सुबह सुबह, दोपहर में पावर नैप लेती होगी कभी कभी, या शॉर्ट स्लीप ड्यूरिंग डे इज़ नोन एज द कैटनैप। नेक्स्ट है life in a row, which means very natural, life in its natural state. Next we have a paper tiger, which means a person or a thing that appears threatening but is inefficient. For example, you you have gone to college and you find a professor who seems to be very dangerous, but when you talk to him, you get to know that he is not one such. He is a very kind-hearted, gentle, and a good professor. Next we have is Peeny Wisey and Pound Foolish, which means careful about some small amounts but careless about large amounts. You have came across some people whom you have noticed that those people, or the people you met, are very very careful about the small expenses, or very niggard towards the small expenses, but they never think twice before doing a very high expense which are not very useful. For example, I will tell you a story. I have a friend who always behave very niggard, very miser in spending a little money. When I always used to go to drink tea with him, he always said no, that I will not pay. But when he have to buy something big, which is almost something useless for him, for me, he never think twice. He just buy that scrap. The next is pin back your ears, which means to listen carefully to something, and its synonym is all ears, which means listen attentively. Now we have started with the question tags. Rohit wrote a report, didn't he? Here you have seen that wrote is in simple past, therefore we have converted it into didn't he. Next is Radha has done the work. Here we have used the has. As per the rules, we have to convert has into its negative form, that is, it become hasn't, and we have to use the synonym. Radha is a feminine verb, therefore we have used she here. The book the book is very useful to us, isn't it? Monica sang a song, didn't she? Student is playing in the class. Now, student is a dual gender, therefore we will use isn't he. With all the dual genders, we will always use a feminine, no, actually masculine verbs. or masculine pronouns. Rohan hates books. Rohan reads books. Doesn't he? Here we have used doesn't because the books are plural. Bags are nice, aren't they? Leaders were talking about the director, weren't they? The principal's speech was ambiguous, wasn't it? Ambiguous meaning not clear, or we can say obscure. Sheep graze in the grass, don't they? Baby is sitting in the school, isn't it? The jury has taken its decision, hasn't it? The jury have decided into their opinion, haven't they? The audience have talked. The audience have taken their seat, haven't they? I have one information extra, which is the word won't is the combination of will and not. Like, as we all used to say that I will not do this. In short, we can say I won't do this. And one more thing which we all should know is we will not use articles with God. Like, a God is going to meet me. I am going to meet God is the correct sentence. I am going to meet a God is not correct sentence. But if we have to use articles, then we will replace the word God with Almighty. I am going to meet an Almighty. Here, God is God in omnipotent, omnipresent, and omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient, isn't he? Here, omnipotent meaning one who is powerful, omnipresent meaning one who is present everywhere, and omniscient means one who knows everything. अगला भाई, I'm not fine, aren't I? As we all know that M is the form of R, and we always use R with I, and R cannot be used with I, therefore we will use M because M is the form of R. The next is M and I is nothing. It's not a word, but aren't I is a word. I'm not fine, am I? Every book is good, aren't they? Here we have a small note that singular words converted to plural. Then we will use they. Then each, every, either, neither, one, none, everyone, anyone, someone, or everybody, somebody, nobody. These all will become the plural one. But in question tags, they act as plural. These all things which we have studied here act as plural. Then we will use plural helping verbs. Let's begin with these examples. No one knows the science of soul, do they? Here we can see that no one acts as a singular one, and therefore we have used the plural one, they. The next we have is no one can speak English, can they? None of the friends liked her, did they? Here liked is the past form, therefore we have used did. Every student was obedient, weren't they? Next is each boy is smart, aren't they? To pick up the thread, which means to restart from the previous closing point, or we can set the checkpoint. Next is at arm's length, which means at a very small distance, to keep at a distance. At moonshine, far from reality because moon never shines. it always reflects. Next is show clean pair of heels, which means ran away from here. For example, when I go to ask for help to my teacher, he show a pair of heels, which means when I go to ask for the help to my teacher, he ran away. Although teacher never do this. Next is in the nick of time, at the last moment. As we always used to study in the last moment of the exam, like last night of the exam. Feather one's own nest. Make money unfairly. Next is spread like wildfire, which means spread very quickly. The bad news spread like quick fire or like wildfire. By hook, by crook, by fair and foul means I have to clear the exam by hook or by crook. The gift of the gab, which means the talent of speaking. Cap in hand, which means humble. Because in the society we live, cap denotes or shows a sense of audacity, and when we take the hat in the cap, it shows humbleness. The next is to get cold feet, which means to be terrified. I have been terrified by one of my senior, and I will say it like I get a cold feet by my senior. Cock of the walk, which means the leader in the group. I am the cook of the walk. Cock of the walk, not cook of the walk. The throw code, to throw code, to discourage. We should not throw cold to any student or any child. To work like a dog, to work very hard. I am working like a dog since the morning. Next is lily livered, which means chicken hearted, not brave. All my friends are very brave, but one of them is lily livered. The dog days, which means the hottest day. 21 June, 21 July, no. June and July are like dog days. Banana Republic, small poor country with a weak government. Pakistan is a banana republic. Although Bangladesh is also nowadays a banana republic, and it have been banana republic from last year. Next is prime the pump, to do something in order to make something succeed. I am starting to prime the pump. Eat like a horse. Eat very much. Not all soldiers eat like a horse. Some do only. Next is each boy is smart, aren't they? Nobody, uh, nobody brothers, which means nobody bothers. Do they? Bothers mean care and tension or take attention of. It hardly rain here, does it? Now with the words like hardly, rarely, barely, scarcely, seldom, few, little. These all are negative words. So we all will use positive question tags with all these words. Like he is seldom present. Is he? I hardly know him. Do I? I rarely wrote a letter. He rarely wrote a letter. Did he? Here the wrote word is in the past form, therefore we have used did with this. Now we have let. Let always be followed by shall or will. Will be followed by he, she. Shall will be followed by I and we only. Like, shall I go there? We shall study hard to be selected or to get selected. And we always use positive sentence with will and shall. We always use negative sentence with will. It simply means that will and shall can be used in the positive form, but will, if it is alone and no sense of any the mood of sentence, we will use negative tags for the sentence. Here we go. Let me go there, shall I? Let's study, shall we? Let them play, will they? Let her cook the food, will she? Let him go, will he? The mob killed the district magistrate. Didn't they? Didn't it? Here, the mob word is meaning the angry crowd or the crowd of people which is very angry, who are very angry. Next is there is one school. Is there? I feel Sita is hungry, isn't she? Type 5. When two sentences are there, then use second sentence for question tags. There is no school. Is there any? Or is there? I feel Sita is hungry, isn't she? Then we have type 5 of the question tags. When two sentences are there, then the second sentence is used for the question tags. Some abrupt sentences like shut your mouth, can't you? If we are threatening someone or we are giving warning to someone, we always use can't you. Hold the tongue, can't you? Or we can say like mind your words, can't you? Type 6 or we can say type 7 is when we offer something to someone, we use would you? Have some more tea, would you? Sachin Tendulkar has completed 100 centuries, hasn't he? We met yesterday, didn't we? He has barely anything to wear, does he? Here, barely is a negative sentence we have seen before. Therefore, we have used does, not doesn't here. Little hope is left now, is it? A few people will come, won't they? People used to collect firewoods for cooking food and keep themselves warm, didn't they? You don't have my contact number, do you? Shakespeare's work attracted many readers. Here, attracted is the second form because attracts the first form of the verb. So we will use didn't it? The student violated the rules, didn't they? Now we have some idioms and phrases like cut no eyes to make no effect. Brown study, which means study deeply. Talk through one's hat. Talk nonsense. Like, why are you talking through his hat? Why are you talking nonsense? Next we have is to kick one's heels. Waste time. We should not kick anyone's heel. And this is what I'm doing right now. Run down to speak ill of. She has ran down him. इट मीन्स उसने उसके बारे में बुरा बोला. To bring the hatchet, to give up hospitalities. Indians are very good to bring the hats. The lion's share, greatest share in all things. Several people enjoy the lion's share, thinking they are privileged. The good Samaritans, the helpful person. All Indians are Samaritans, good Samaritans, as fit as fiddle, a very good health. Policemen are not as good as fiddle soldiers. Null and void, which means cancel. We all know this. To stand a good chance, to have reasonable possibilities of success, to call someone bluff, to expose a person's deception. He came and called his bluff on the horn of dilemma, in a state of delusion, in the state of indecision, not delusion. And the last one is to explore every avenue, to try every method. This was all for this video. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the mistakes I made. And if you are interested in studies, we will meet in the next video. Bye bye then.